Am I your dream?
Energies are here.
And we refrain from calling each other baby.
Aiden, did you bang my girl, bro?
You guys had sex not once, not twice.
Oh.
I don't care what you say.
Touch me one more time.
Let's do it now.
If he decides that he's going to leave here with someone else, a big part of me will be broke.
Leave.
Okay, I'm gonna
Leave before.
Leave.
She's mean. She is so mean.
Alex, Babs.
Take a look inside your heart. Is there any room for me? I would have to hold my breath till you get down on one knee. Because you only want to hold me when I'm looking good enough. Did you ever fool me? Would you ever picture us? Every time I pull my hair, was me out of fear. You'll find me ugly and one day you'll disappear. Cause the point of crying, it was never even now. Did you ever want me? Was I ever good enough? Good boys are Leo. Good boys are Leo. He doesn't see ya. You're not looking at me.
This one I grab you with the jabata. I no get time, I did that. That cover my face, calling me that. Biggie man, we do the way I back that. What's it come? Chihuahua, all the men, the cash, ride the foot, I no feet, die for nothing. What's it come? Chihuahua, all the men, the cash, ride the foot.
Hello. How is everybody doing? We said we would come back for this reunion, and here we are. We are here the day of. We solid out here. You don't ever say we ain't did nothing for you. Don't ever say that, because we here. Thank you to everyone who is here. If you are just getting here, remember to leave some comments, hit that like button. Of course, I'm not here to discuss this reunion by myself for the Ultimatum South Africa. We're gonna get into everything. Let me read some comments before we bring out the beautiful girls. Let's see what's good. Struggle Reviews TV. Hello, DeMarcus. Hello. TG's here, feeling better. Short that you did. Oh, don't be coming in here talking about the titties. Everybody knows about the titties. TG, thank you. I do what I can. I really do. I do it for the people. Hello, Bree. What's up? Thank you for being here. Did you check out the Ultimatum South Africa? I hope you did. I feel like it's worth y'all time. See, Pre-Girl is in the house. Hey, everybody. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Being here for me solid every single time. I appreciate it. Aisha is in the house. Thank you so much for being here as well. Let me go on and not waste any time and bring out my girl and hear what she thought about this. I think she was the last person to watch it, and it wasn't no book for her to read on it either. Kay Bly is in the house. Hello, Kay.
Oh, I can't wait to get into my observations of the ratchetness, because I got a lot to say about some people.
All right. Well, before I bring out our other girl, give me one word to maybe sum up how you felt about this episode.
These Negroes are lying.
That's a lot of words, Kay. That's more than one word.
Lies.
The lies. Okay. My word is going to be, I'm going to go with underwhelmed. I'll go with that. That's what I'm going to go with. Let me see. I can't wait to hear what she got to say, because her perspective be sweet, but I want to see how she flipped this into a sweet perspective, because she'll do it. Come on to the stage, Ashley. Tell me something sweet about the Ultimatum reunion.
I have nothing sweet to say, and my one word is a travesty. is what this reunion was.
A travesty?
A travesty.
Oh, so we got lies, the lies, underwhelmed, and travesty. Nothing good here. Nothing good. Clearly, none of us had a good time. None of us had a good time. And I know we have our various reasons on why. And of course, I'm here to get into them with the slides. I tried to do what I can. Y'all know that this just came out this morning, so bear with me. Ruth and Isaac, dating, apologetic, and single. Now, when I first got into them, I was like, look, they so mature. Everybody's so mature. Isaac was apologizing and respecting Ruth for the woman that she was and what she was to him. Wants her to live her best life. Same goes for Isaac. She is dating someone and he is single and looking. Kay, what did you think about Ruth and Isaac?
Just look how they were sitting next to each other. Like they just. I feel like he's trying to play it off like he's not bothered, but he is. I think he lied when she said, "Oh, I'm seeing somebody," and he was just like, "Oh, I'm dating around." Lying, guys, you ain't got nobody. Stop lying.
Why ain't got nobody? Oh, lies. So you think Isaac was lying about him having some prospects? Ashley, how did you feel about this encounter? You ain't believe Isaac either?
Child, no. His prospect was Lebo. Do you hear me? Them little conversations that he was having with Lebo, that was his prospect. Because, honey, the way he was cheering, that was the most excitement we got from Isaac the whole entire reunion. But yeah, Ruth's a beautiful woman. I hated that some of these ladies chose to go a different direction with their hair. I'm sorry, that was just a side note, but I'm happy for Ruth. Ruth still stands on big business. I did what I did because I wanted to. I wanted Nola. Don't ask me nothing else about him because it was in the past. I have a new boo. I've moved on. But yeah, I think Isaac's prospect was Lebo. I think they've been talking. I think he'd been trying to
weasel his way in there. Most definitely. I was really waiting for that moment that Nola said, when you said y'all was talking and you said you had a woman and you're hoping, were you talking about Lebo? I was like, oh no, of course not. I was like, I thought somebody would be honest at that moment, and I just knew we were gonna have some stunt work and Lebo was gonna grab Isaac and say, let's go, baby. And they was gonna walk off the stage together. I said, nope, this we just still gonna pretend like this is not what's going on. As far as the hair comment, boy, I don't know what happened here. I don't know what happened. Why everyone's wig was really, really stiff. It looked real cheap.
I like the color, but it looks like when I tried to bump my hair in middle school.
Bump them in.
It looked like Barbie hair. I wouldn't understand it.
When the girls served South African realness the entire 9 episodes before, I thought the braids were beautiful. I thought the faux locks were beautiful. I thought they did an amazing job. I don't know what made them watch that back, see Kanya, see the comments, and then come on and do this. That's what I don't understand.
You could see I don't even want to get into Lebo, but I was just so mad that they let Lebo come out like that, and I could see all her lace. It was this
definitely looked like she tried to do her hair on her own.
Why? It ain't no makeup. Nobody backstage to fix that. I didn't really like that. It took away from all of their natural beauty because I was listening to them and I was enjoying. Everybody still looked beautiful, but I was definitely staring at the hair because it did not compliment them. Everybody but top. How you say Tabby,
girl.
Tabby with the pink low cut. It was everything. I thought Tabby looked fly and it suits her. Everybody else, I really wish we would have, did some or stuck with the braids or hey, just wear your natural hair. But this was not it. But yeah, let's leave Isaac in his lies. Y'all just said Isaac ain't got no woman unless it's Lebo.
Exactly. Just sitting here lying.
Oh Lord. But you're getting here, Nola and Lebo. Lebo's revenge. Roxanne. She said, I'm here for one thing and one thing only. I'm here to embarrass you. clearly they have been in communication. They did not finish the process on the show, but they have been working on their relationship off screen, and they were together enough to come here and join the rest of the cast. But Labo waited till we got all the way down to the studio, all the way down on the couch to say, I am not happy. I do not want to be with you anymore. And she had to go. She had to go. Ashley, how did you feel? First of all, how did you feel with Nola? Did you feel like Labo was nitpicking when he was telling Ruth, for whatever it was, our situation, regardless of what everybody else thinks, and they say, thank you. You're a beautiful woman. I appreciate the time I had. Thank you. Did you feel like she was being extra?
No. Nola needed to come on there and not even acknowledge Ruth's existence. That's what he needed to do. All about if he wanted to keep Labo happy. In my opinion, you've publicly embarrassed this woman, lied to her on national TV. Y'all are together sitting on the couch and you proceed to start complimenting the woman that you smashed, embarrassing her no. But Labo here's the thing with Labo, right? Labo took a page out of Ruth's notebook and said, all right, Nola, I got you. I'm going to get on this reunion and I'm going to confess that I've been talking to Isaac this whole time. Okay.
Wow.
I'm also going to get in here and break up with you. This was a prime time move. I can't be mad at Labo's revenge. I'm here for it. I didn't like this look on Labo, if I can be honest with you, but I'm here for the revenge. And then Nola trying to cry. Manufacture tears. Come on, my guy.
Hey, Labo, Nola was hurt, okay? Labo hurt Nola's feelings. Like he said, I love when he's like, I feel like she did this to hurt me. And Genesis is like, no, that's not what this is. I guess it is. Kay, how did you feel when he was like, I think the host says, are you happy, Labo? And I was like, she happy. Like, huh? What'd she say? Huh? Yeah, what did she? Oh, she's not happy. She told me in our conversations. Like, they have clearly been talking a whole lot all the time. And I feel like Isaac was like, before we move forward with whatever we have going on, I enjoy talking to you. I made a mistake picking Kanya. You gotta let go of Nola, then we can see, what we can be. And then like flips over. It's like, oh my God, I didn't think she was gonna do this right here, right now. But girl, I'll meet you in the back. Kay, how did you feel about just the interactions that they had with Isaac as well as Nola being hurt?
Labo ain't been happy since she gave him the ultimatum. So she need to speak. When she keep talking about Nola need to be honest with himself, girl, you need to be honest with yourself too. You knew who he was when you brought him on the show. You wasn't happy then. You weren't happy during the whole show. You weren't happy after the show. That's why you pulled yourselves off the show. The only time she was smiling even slightly was when she was talking to Isaac. And no, Nola's feelings were not hurt. His pride was hurt because he felt a little embarrassed. That's what was hurt. Not his feelings, his pride.
The fact that they went through this whole ultimatum process, it wasn't just for marriage, but it was just to prove that he was a one-woman man. Like you took that and went and slept with Ruth.
Immediately.
I do love how no matter what it is, she makes it very clear, like, I have no ill will towards Ruth. I hold him accountable for everything. He was supposed to respect me and honor our relationship. Ruth, I love that she does that. But Isaac was sending me. Isaac, all of the, yeah.
He was doing the most, was he not? He did not act, and he didn't even act that way towards Ruth. He was just sitting there kind of calm, like, I'm act like ain't nothing what you did bother me. And then Nola come out and Label come out, and now you all of a sudden you hype, you got stuff to say. You active.
Him and Aiden, the cheering section, literally sent
Aiden too. Exactly. Aiden, why are you all in that business? Why are you all in their business?
Yeah, finally, girl. I'm so glad you see the light, Label. I was trying to tell you on the show. I'm glad you see the light. How did you guys feel about, because Genesis is very what's a good word for Genesis? Genesis always is trying to do the right thing. I don't want to say Genesis is active like is solely based on, for appearances to come off a certain way or like be that ultimate good guy in front of people. But it was just like, oh, let me go and get up and, oh, brother, I was like, Genesis, sit down. Sit down. I don't know, or maybe he and Nola are friends, but behind the scenes are closer. But I was like, Genesis.
And then his
know what it's like to have your pride hurt on national TV too.
No, and then the little speech, we as men, we need to be hurt. We need to be hurt in order for us to feel it. Genesis, go sit down and shut up. Like, let Nola do his Maury run off stage. No one needs to chase him. Let him do his Maury run.
The fact no one moved, the lady sat there like,
exactly. They were unfazed.
I really wanted them to hold Isaac's feet to the fire. Like, if then and now Lebo was all of that, what made you choose Kenya? Like, Kanya, say that. I wanted them to dig into that a little bit more. Like, it was just like, oh yeah, I made the wrong decision. They just kind of left it at that. I wanted them overall, with all the couples to go a bit deeper than they did. It was really shallow. And I was looking at the hostess. I was like, ma'am, is it because the husband ain't here? Like, is you solo hosting? Like, why aren't we digging deeper into the things that transpired in the show and where these couples are now, the stuff we heard on the streets?
It was a travesty, Tyra. Like, dig somewhere. We didn't dig anywhere. My thing is, what we loved about the show, right, through the first 9 episodes was the fact that it was sincere. It felt honest, right? It felt raw. And then you get to a reunion and we don't get any of that. Like, the most excitement was Isaac and Ruth. That was it, right? For the episode.
Yeah. Like, they should have got one of them Love and Hip Hop hosts. Reunion hosts. Then it would have got real messy because they be intrusive.
I don't know. Something felt off. Like, I kept waiting, like, okay, now and it was like, okay, now we're going to skip to the next couple. Like, that's it. Then I kept looking at the running time. I was like, and I looked at it when it came on. I was like, you know what? With everything that happened, I don't feel like we can wrap this up in a cute bow in a little, 50-minute situation. When, half of that is flashbacks to stuff that happened in the show. This was very, very underwhelming, as I said.
They didn't even show the right flashback clips that they should have.
Oh, especially for Kanye, child. I just really wanted, like, she got off real easy here.
Exactly.
Let's just move on, child. I expected so much more. I was looking forward. We all were looking forward to this. Married before the year is out. SZA does not want to get married. I don't know why we're here. Nothing from the time that they came on the show until this very moment sitting on this stage has changed as far as how she feels about marriage. This just feels like such a farce. I was like, what are y'all even talking about? And when they were talking about, working on a relationship and no, we're not married yet. And I thought maybe they had, Lindile had an understanding, like she's not ready for that. Then he comes out with, we're working and our relationship is great and we're going to try to be married before the year is out. It's like, what? Is it really all of that? Ashley, do you feel like SZA wants to get married? And what did you think about just their whole dynamic?
No. I think it sounds good. You know what I mean? But again, knowing what we know now about Lindile and his career, his modeling career, him trying to break through into acting and do all the, I mean, I don't know. I think they like each other. You know what I mean? I don't think it was ever deep in terms of marriage. But I will say Lindile's expressions when they do the flashback of her and Kateko tickled me pink. His face was like, that was the most excitement that we got from this pair. This was very much a boring, like, I wanted to know, Caesar, did you and Kateko get Bucky naked? What really happened? Lindile, you and Tabby, were there boots knocking? What was up with these gifts? What was up with these stolen glances?
These stolen moments and glow. I miss you. Like, all of this passion. I just thought they were going to dig so deep.
Why did he said that he was in love with the other girl. Why we didn't explore that? He literally said, I'm falling in love with her. We're skipping that.
Yeah.
If we're getting beyond Lindile's acting reel and what he really wants for marriage and what Tabby seems to want for herself, I was like, if you don't go over there and sit with Tabby and give the Scissor Genesis, and it just swap real quick, and everybody can pretty much get what they want. Like it just seems like I don't know if he was just this is another one. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Maybe this is just something else to throw in with his because there's no reason that they should be sitting up here talking about getting married. And I felt like the married before the year is out was just something that Lindley threw in there. But no, we didn't go into depths as far as his feelings for Tabby and the falling in love, and because they were pretty much the closest relationship on the show. And like you said, with SZA and Nakat, like nobody rubbed cheeks. No, it was just Ruth. Okay, it was just Ruth.
Lies.
No, they ain't talk about nothing. Talk about nothing.
That's what I was saying. And then I forgive her. Kanye, I never should have gone uninvited. And we didn't even hold Nkateko's feet. Huh? Come on, sis. And she's still laughing. Like, girl, let's get serious for just a couple moments.
You don't have an attitude with her for degrading you and yelling in your face and trying to humiliate you on national TV. We're not gonna talk about that.
I hate that they just left it at that one clip. Like that was the only time she was disrespected when she was on her patio or whatever, uninvited. Like it was every time they had a little girl sister circle moment, there was disrespect. Cutting her off. For her. Like every time, even off camera in confessionals, she was coming for you. Do you not feel some type of way? And then SZA was laughing, so I feel like she was giggling here more than she did in the show. It was so much giggling. I was like, "Girl, shut up! You're so stupid." I'm gonna start acting like
you to take you seriously, and you can't take yourself seriously.
So how do you feel about him wanting to get married? Oh, I was laughing like, what? Still, I don't know what we're supposed to do with that. Hello, Candy Love. Welcome to the chat, girl. Oh, I want to
know, okay, from a therapist perspective, though, on that, why is she doing that? This reunion wasn't even uncomfortable. I had chalked Caesar's, laughter before in the season up to like uncomfortable moments. But what do you think it was about in the reunion?
I told you she's a people pleaser. She's with Lindile. She don't want to marry him, but she's with him to be a people pleaser. She backed off of Kanye because she don't like people to be mad at her because she's a people pleaser. She laughs instead of being upset because she's willing to put other people's feelings before hers. So instead of her saying my feelings are hurt, she's like, oh, maybe if I'm hurt, people will get upset. So instead, I want them to feel better and feel comfortable with the situation so nobody will be angry. She's a people pleaser.
Oh, poor thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
what she with that man. People pleasing.
I'm sorry for body shaming you, but she didn't apologize for anything else. They didn't even bring up anything else. And I mean, I guess why would they? Because the host did give Caesar the floor to say, I don't know why we expected her to come here and say something because she hasn't shown that kind of spirit or energy on the show. But when you have time to watch the show with us and reflect and you get the online thing spicing things up, usually when we come back at the reunion, we have stuff to hash out. It was just not that I wanted to see them throw hands or something, but like, no, you disrespected me. You were ignorant. You were mean. You like something.
And the fact that Kanye gave such a half-hearted apology, and it was like, yes, you came over uninvited. She was still the onus on Caesar. Like Caesar was the one at fault. If you hadn't have come over uninvited, then I wouldn't have had to body shame you.
I shouldn't have gone over. I was like, are we not going to say that Nakanto? You went over with him. Why didn't you ask him on the show? Why did you leave me there with her? Why didn't we talk about that? How hurt you were on the show when he left you there and you came back.
Exactly. People pleasing, because if she brought up how hurt that she was, then she might feel that his feelings would get hurt or he would get mad, and she don't want nobody to be sad or be hurt or be mean to her.
TG said, do we have any thoughts on the ladies' dresses?
I feel like everybody had on a prom dress except for the host.
That part.
I mean, and not the prom dresses that the kids are wearing these days. I'm talking about our generation prom dresses.
Old school prom
Everybody had on the prom dress.
Yeah, this neckline on Kanye is very prom. It's very prom with the little bejeweled little situation.
Even Ruth looked like she had on the prom dress. That was the first one I seen. I said, this is a prom dress.
I didn't know. The first thing I saw was Labo's dress. I said, what, in the 80s? high school dance is going on here? What? It looked like a mixture of 80s and matronly all at the same time. I was like, why were y'all trying to make Label look like an elder? I thought it was some
fashion. I don't know what the girls did.
They wasn't trying to compliment Label at all.
No, I thought it was some Golden Girls shoulder pads up in there for a second. So I'm like, why would y'all do that? She's a beautiful lady. Did that wig? I didn't like.
They
none
was
of
not
that.
trying to compliment her at all.
But yeah, I thought, I just knew, above all else, I really wanted to get into Encanto and Kanya in all facets of the show, their own relationship and the relationship they had with separate people. We didn't touch nothing. This was a waste of time. I was so disappointed.
Where's Wendy Williams when you need her?
Somebody with a mess, like somebody, even somebody every time it was just like, oh no, I forgive her. I don't have a problem. I was hoping like the hostess would jump in, like, so when bop 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 said bop bop bop, let me roll that clip. You didn't feel
exactly. Since you acting cool now, how about we play it back and then we look at your face to see how cool you are? Let's run the tape.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do that. We just moved on. Go ahead.
The host did us a disservice. No, she was terrible at hosting this reunion because what Caesar wasn't able to do, the host should have stepped in. Somebody should have held Kanye's feet to the fire because her behavior was atrocious. We have not seen that in reality TV. Like from the gate, somebody being miserable. Like talk about why you were rude to all the men during the mixer. Let's talk about how you slut shamed Ruth, you body shamed Caesar. You almost what were you gonna do to her? Like I was said in my little review, I thought them people was gonna be there ready to get her with all of the allegations and rumors floating out there around Kanye and her violent behavior.
Not the people.
Bring up social media.
Candy, not the drawstring ponytail. No people were there. We didn't bring up none of them allegations. No, nothing. And a lot of the times we don't touch on those things. But as far as everything that transpired in the show and how everyone felt about it, even just with Ruth, like she went in on Ruth for like a whole half of an episode. Like it was just nothing. It was just nothing. Once we got to whatever's couple, we focused on that couple and didn't get any interjections from anybody. I have a job now, Aiden and Courtney. I'm just glad he chose me. Still boring. Still boring. Still boring. Courtney looked nice. They looked like Aiden looked like Aiden. Aiden always looked like he needed to put an iron to something. I didn't like how she's just nobody from the show, which happy to see it because they shouldn't. Nobody is here to really aspire to any marriage. Everybody's just happy with the status quo. I'm just happy I got chose. It's like, so when are y'all getting married? I'm just content right now that he loves me and only me and chose me to marry. Whenever the hell we do actually get married, it doesn't matter. And he got a job now. I was like I wanted them to say what it was so bad.
Because it's a lie. And look at her prom dress.
Okay. How did you feel about Aiden and Courtney?
As soon as he said, we ain't planning the wedding yet because we trying to get more stable, that still lets me know that you're unemployed, sir. That's all I needed to know at that point, is that we still not where we need to be. So, sir, again, why would you propose to her knowing you are not financially in a place to do this? What was it for?
Because she UGK, she trying to get chose. She just wanted to get chose. She wasn't nothing else. That's it.
And clearly, and she looks content with that.
If you like it, I love it. Okay. Ashley, any kind words for Aiden and Courtney?
Yeah, I mean, Aiden did what he does best, which was be a cheerleader for Lebo during the process. Courtney's facial reactions were giving. I would have loved for them to have flashback to her scenes with
talking about Kanye.
Yeah, talking about Kanye. That would have been a perfect moment.
I thought they was going to say something about that.
Listen, because Courtney's face was giving. And then when they talk about when they get to their part, she's like, ugh. Oh my.
But it wasn't just her. It was everyone. Like, ugh. That was the best part of the show for me, aside from Nola and Labo. Like, that was the most interesting thing. Everybody was like saying everything with their body language, and I was like, no, say it outward, say something. Nobody's actually saying anything. But yeah, we're just happy to be chose. I was like, oh,
But
Courtney.
remember, she proposed to him too, right? So if he didn't propose, she was
Yeah,
going to
that's what
propose.
she said. If he wasn't gonna propose to me, I was gonna propose to him. What? Ugh. Like this. Let's see. They didn't want to take another page out of our book. This should have been a Jocelyn Hernandez and Stevie J moment. They tried to remain classy and tasteful. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. No, this needed to be I take your man, I take your man again. We needed some Jocelyn Hernandez energy off up in here, and we didn't get any. We got the prim and proper, and we could have still been classy and got to the T. Like, yeah, we wasn't all classy on the show.
Show wasn't.
Oh, Tabby and Genesis. I put the forever best friends because what is this? The hostess tried it. Be like, oh, I see you not wearing your ring. Like, oh, there's no marriage, on the table. And she's like, no, we're just these people ain't getting married.
No, exactly.
These people are not getting married.
No, they're not. None of them.
I think they give friends more than they give best friends. They give friends. I'm not saying anything about Genesis and his sexuality, but they give friends.
Because Tabby still sat there and said what she feels for Lindy Lay.
For Lindy. And then like Genesis is just, it's always the right things. Always agreeable. Like all these non-confrontational nice.
Yeah, no, he's not. He can't. He either is very apathetic and doesn't really care because no one's that mature at his age. This man was all up in your wife's. Listen, let's be honest. Tabby and Lindile was close, and you don't feel no kind of way, Genesis. Like it don't move you to. All you can see was thank you, man. You showed me where I went wrong. Shut up, Genesis Lion.
It's the same thing with SZA over there. It's hard to admit when a woman has helped your man, and I want to say thank you to Tabby. Like, oh, everybody's so thankful. So shut up.
Let me tell y'all something. I ain't never been that mature, and I won't even be
ever in life. I won't.
So I just want them to bring up those like the convert, like just like with Isaac and Labo, like the attachment that Tabby and Lindile had to each other, you couldn't tell me they wouldn't be talking outside of the show. Like the way that they were carrying on, just thanking each other and looking at each other just in this moment was like, if our partners weren't here, girl, we might can.
He gave, I want you, I need you, baby, I want you back. Like, listen, like that chemistry they had was not faked. That was the realest thing we saw in the show between Tabby and Lindile. Like, I wanted to go back to the clips, but do you remember this? Remember in your trial marriages?
Remember this? You saw this? Remember that?
Close, tight shots of the look into each other's eyes, honey. The giggles.
His feelings was hurt. They was having picnics. They was like, remember if I could just have one more day. If I could have just one more day.
No, remember returning the gift and just bringing the gift firsthand. Her finding the bear on the bed and throwing Genesis' gift out the window down the stairs and be ran over by a car because I got a bear from Lindile. Like she was all of that. Then I brought you a gift and writing the note and I miss you. I miss you too. Like, what? This is some good acting. Lindile just gone and get into him. This is good acting if that's what this was, Lindile.
He don't even look like that good of an actor because he ain't acting like he likes SZA.
I think with him and SZA, I honestly think it's like more of a sexual attraction, lustful type of relationship. I don't see them meeting each other where they are mentally or what they really want, long term for their lives. I feel like he could have something like that with Tabby, but I don't know. Something just makes me feel like with the whole 6 months and he proposed at 3 months, it was just like, hey, I'm going to audition for, the ultimatum. You want to come with me? Give me a couple of credentials. You seen? That's just what it's giving to me because you can't tell me y'all finna be married before the year's out. I'll wait on it. If it happens and they living happily ever after, I'm gonna go follow you just to be on cue, Lindile, because I want to see. Let me know when you marry her.
As long as he string her, she's gonna be there because she's a people pleaser. She's not gonna be the one to say no or to say anything mean.
I want her to stand up. Caesar's a beautiful woman. She's got the
Yes.
whole world ahead of her. They're all so young still. It's like, girl,
Mhm.
come on. And Lindy, like, come on, man. Tabby, Jen, like, y'all are just playing with us. That's what I felt. I felt like this whole entire reunion cast, the host, everybody, they were just played in our faces, really.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Everybody just lying.
I
Y'all come up
went
there
to
just
look
really
at
being real fake.
Genesis and you can only tell so much. Instagram is Instagram. But I went and looked at both of their pages, just their interaction. Like, I've had a gay best friend. Don't currently, but I've had male gay besties. Or because I think everybody thinks of just the male bestie to have a certain aesthetic. No, I've had, you wouldn't even know, just looking at them, but I've had them. The interactions we have, how we kiki, that's what they give. That's what they give. It gives. Remember those episodes of Sex in the City, or just all those old shows in general, where somebody's marrying. They like, if we don't get married by 40, we're gonna marry each other because you're my gay bestie. That's what they give. If ever they do tap the knot, it's gonna be because, well, we've been together this long. It's gonna be one of them situations. I'm gonna marry my bestie. Even her post, I had already made these, and it says like doing life with my bestie. I was like, whatever.
Because what man is gonna sit there and let his girl, his fiance, be kikiing and smiling in this other dude's face, and you not get angry about it? You're just like, oh well, maybe I need to do something better.
It's something I'm not doing.
No man, I know.
Because all that attraction, all of that energy she was giving Lindile, I have yet to see her look at Genesis like that.
No,
it's not. It wasn't. It wasn't. The pink hair was, though. I like that.
She gave the girls. I loved that look on her. I think it complimented the dress, her skin tone. I thought it was a beautiful look on Tabby.
Oh Lord! Interrupting. Apologies. Pregnancy and still married. The moment he spoke and she kept interrupting him and interjecting, I was like, oh God, here we go. Here we go. Clearly nothing has changed. Nakato, if you are getting hit, blink twice, honey. It's giving. I came here because she said, like, it's given, like, when we got home, like, no, you didn't embarrass me on national TV over there with SZA. Soon as we touched down at this reunion, you better let it be known that it was. Hey, I was like, what is this? The whole situation. With the pregnancy, and I didn't want to have a baby out of wedlock. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing then? That's what I just wanted to know how Kanye felt that every man pretty much here, well, outside of certain ones, are proposing marriage to these women. You were the one gunning for marriage the most, and Encanto will not. He gave you a baby before marriage, but she's so high class. This is so beneath me. Okay. How did you feel about this situation? Because I felt like Nakato came there to defend her and defend their relationship and apologize to her on national TV, and that's just what that was.
She scripted out what he was going to say, because if you watch the show and the behavior that she was displaying when they got back together after the child marriage, he was like, oh, I'm used to this. But you sat here right on this couch and said, oh, I've never seen her act like that before. What? And then you apologized to her. What did you do?
What?
I'm like, why are you apologizing? And she's just letting him because she wants people to see her in a good light. Ma'am.
Then she goes, it's so good to hear. It sounds good for him.
You wrote what he said. You told him to say all that. You said, don't embarrass me again on national TV because you know what's going to happen at the house.
Ashley?
I'm aggravated. I'm annoyed. But one on the street is Nkateko has placed on his Instagram a message today that implies that they are no longer together. But we shall see. Because the journey. But no, yeah, they played in our face. And of all the apologies Kateko was giving and apologizing on her behalf, and she's a ride or die. And I even had to tell my mama that. Shut up. You should have apologized to Caesar for abandoning her with a wild woman. That's who you needed to be apologizing. You need to apologize to your son. for conceiving him with this woman who has not changed, who has every element of her is still there. That sideways look she gets on her face, like everything still gives original Kanya. Do you hear me? Like I said, even from the Caesar thing, yeah, if you wouldn't have come in uninvited, I wouldn't have had to call you Patty Boom Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just she's I'm praying for her. Her wig was laid this time. We didn't see lace. So I mean,
and I think this color complemented her a lot better. She must have put something on in Kato for him to be so dumb. It's giving it to you from me. Sile. I don't know what she has. I don't know if she knows where the bodies are buried, if she has the tapes. I don't know. But it's something like I was really concerned for his well-being when he sat up there and lied and said he's never seen her act like that.
Exactly, because you just said you used to it, and your mom when they were on the phone with his mom when he was with Caesar, and his mom was just like was in her feelings about him and Kanya. Something bad. She's like really mean to him because his mom can feel it, and he know good and hell well he ain't approached his mom to tell his mom that you need to forgive her and you need to love her and all this stuff. You ain't tell your mama none of that.
I just wanted the cast, all of the side, even when the pregnancy was mentioned, going through his apology on his apology tour, the cast was just everybody was just from Isaac to Ruth, Aiden, Courtney, Lebo, everybody. Nobody was giving, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your situation. When he was trying to explain her behavior and excuse it and apologize for it, as well as his behavior on the show, everybody looked absolutely disgusted and was like, we feel sorry for you, Ninkato. You need to get out of that situation with that woman.
At this point, we can't even feel sorry for him at this point. You are a grown man who's justifying her babe. Like this woman poured wine on you in the bed. Like you can't tell me she doesn't lay hands on him. She is definitely from the tribe that puts hands on other people. I don't like it for him. I don't like it for that baby. And what did they say? They stayed together on the condition that they would continue to do therapy, right? I want to know what's come of the therapy. Because she's literally the same person.
She ain't going to no damn therapy. He said she found the therapist. He ain't say nothing about they was going to sessions and stuff. All he says she found the okay, and then what?
In fact, she got brownie points, but she even found the therapist. Like she's just so like.
But did she go?
It's like and then she said like only certain parts of me were shown, as if she got a villain edit or something. Like, ma'am, you
are the villain, man.
All the aspects of me once shown, and I just
with that was a different aspect when she twerked for Isaac, which they still didn't really even address. No, so what happened
I wanted them to get into as far as Isaac. It was just like, yeah, we didn't have the best experience. I should have chose Labo. That was it. They say nothing about nobody being naked and showering in a tub and gripping cheeks and roses and nothing. They mentioned the dishes and the cooking and nothing we wanted to know about.
Was Andy Cohen busy that he couldn't come and do?
Andy, this would be the one cast and show where I would be really interested to follow up with them and bring them on again. Like, because I want to see where the needle moves, because it's gonna be nowhere. It's gonna absolutely be nowhere. And I just kept, you want to be happy for somebody. Having a baby is such a special thing, and being a mother will humble you real quick. But I was like, you had a baby with Kanya? Like now you can't even just completely walk away now. This is the mother of your son.
He's probably raising that baby. If they split, she probably said, take your child.
I don't know. Courtney was looking at, like, soon as they mentioned, what about the baby? And they showed that picture of Kanye. Courtney was looking like she trapped him with a baby. That's what Courtney was. Now he can't leave her because she didn't trap him with a baby. That's what the looks was given. Nobody said anything. Everybody just watched her get handed that little gift that they couldn't open.
Were they afraid? Was it fear based? Because not even Ruth. And I'm like, why didn't we have any exchanges? Because she didn't apologize to Ruth, did she?
No.
We didn't even get that. Like, I'm
All
like,
of her
what?
types are loose.
No, we didn't. We didn't apologize for anything, and Godspeed to you. I don't know what else to tell y'all. This was just kind of ending it off here. As I said, like I was hoping, the ladies would bring some light to this, and I'd be like, oh, okay. No, I was rightfully underwhelmed. Nothing happened here. Absolutely nothing happened here. Kay, do you have any thoughts on, the whole show or just the reunion and maybe even some things that you wanted to touch on that they didn't say anything about at all?
I hope Labo didn't go back to that man because he looked like he was gonna try to holler at her again after the show.
Which one?
Nola.
Oh,
I feel like that's not the end. This is not the end of them. No. Mm-mm. And if you had to tell him that on live TV, why you ain't tell him that at the house? He gonna tell you that same thing. He gonna be, why you ain't tell me that? So what's going on with you and Isaac?
Yeah, we want to know too. Because Isaac was excited. Like, finally, girl, I've been waiting all year for you to tell me you was leaving that nigga. He was excited. He was very excited. He was.
No, that it's not over with them. Mm-mm.
Oh God, this is such a good visual of Libo's dress. Why?
And the hair was giving. I tried to comb my own hair in the 6th grade.
That was me 6th grade. Just for me, bumping my ends, my ends, just for me. It was very 6th grade. Ashley, any thoughts on anything and anything that we didn't touch on that you really wanted to know about and see that they just left on the ground?
I just, like I said, I just hate that. I feel like the reunion went down bad. Like they went out bad. It was such a great season. Literally one of the best dating reality shows I've seen. The sincerity, the honesty, the rawness, like the chemistry that we got from some of the couples. Absolutely love this. Was on the edge of, stayed up all night to watch. You know what I'm saying? And then to wait 2 weeks. And this is the reunion that they gave us. They did a disservice to us. They did a disservice to South Africa. I'm mad. Listen, the South African girlies are mad. Do you hear me? Because don't do this ever again. Bring in a popular host or celebrity in South Africa to do the next reunion. Hopefully we do get another Ultimatum in South Africa. But in terms of these couples, yeah, I think Lebo did this, I think a little bit for revenge, but I think so that she could keep the nerve because she does seem done. Because when he was crying, she was like, you cry all the time. No lie. You cried on
that though.
I mean, she took him back before, but I'm hoping Isaac is there to pick up the pieces, at least as a rebound. Help her get over it. Help her stay strong, Isaac.
I believe in you, Isaac. Isaac was way too happy. He has been enjoying them conversations with Labo. He was excited, like he hit the lottery. Like, oh hell yeah, he was.
Nola does seem like he knows how to beg, right? And the fact that he talked about the money that he was out of, I didn't accept this international job because we were trying to make, like, don't do that, sir. But honestly, y'all, the rest I really don't. I don't care. I will be interested to see I'll be surprised if any of these people ever get married. But I wanted somebody to get with Kanya on this reunion, and that is the one major letdown because check her.
Nobody confronted her.
No one.
Y'all just gonna let the bully be a bully.
Yep.
Oh. I want them to come. I want them to all come back. I want the Ultimatum South Africa Part 2. Part 2, 2.0. Like I want the whole thing. I want SZA to be, in her womanhood, sticking up for herself and stop all that damn giggling. I want Labo. I want it to be swapped. I want Labo to come back with Isaac and Nola be sitting over there miserable. I want a whole Part 2. Bring all these people back. I want Kanya and then Kato to come back, be separate, rocking babies, just hot mess. Just whatever, be a whole different reality show. Wouldn't it?
I want Ruth to tell us that her long distance relationship was the catfish because why are you doing that again? It didn't work for you last time. Why are you doing this again?
No, like with Ruth and Nola and all this respect they have for each other, and I can't remember what was said when it was asked, like, could you really see yourself? Were you in love with Nola? Like, could you see yourself being with him? If it didn't give no. It didn't give no. It didn't always give. I just wanted the sex. They maybe could have had something. No, with the sex. I don't know. I think everybody should swap. I don't know. SZA could come with a new man. Genesis could come with somebody more her speed, and Tabby and Lindile need to go and link up. We just flip it and reverse the show. What we gonna do with Courtney and 80? Courtney and 80, y'all just go, okay? Y'all just go and you can be chose. Live your best life. Support from the sidelines. Maybe we can get another couple who's really ready to get down and be more transparent and really live in these. I was waiting on them to maybe discuss that a little bit with Courtney and Aiden, how they didn't really give themselves over to the process. Nope.
Correct.
They're just happy to be chose. And it's just like, okay, if we didn't want to do this, what did you come here for? Like something. Nope, didn't hold anybody's feet to the fire here. But I would be interested in seeing these people again. I would. To a follow up or something. We just 2.0. Bring them back.
Exactly. Let's get to the real questions. Let's talk the real stuff.
Bring them back.
I was sitting there trying to pretend like y'all wasn't being ratchet on national TV. Yes, y'all was. And then you get on a reunion show and everybody wanted to sing Kumbaya. Stop.
I think when you watch yourself back, it's just like, oh, child. When I get to the reunion, I don't even want to. Disgusted with myself.
Watching that back, and if I was Caesar or Ruth, I'd have still been pissed. Like me and Kanye would have had to have some words. Like that just would have been that on that because she was too disrespectful to not have anything addressed. If we get another the Ultimatum South Africa, or if we get a Love Is Blind, you know what I mean, South Africa, I need hosts that are some personalities, you hear me, from South Africa that are going to give these people the business, that are going to dig deep, that are going to ask all the questions because they mailed it in. And I said, well, but who said it? It was either you or Kay, right? Where was the husband? Maybe the husband was coming with the hardball questions. Because
I think like where was it? Because she came out, she's like, my husband is busy, it's just gonna be me. I was like, oh well, hopefully she really. I was like, maybe her other half wasn't there, so it wasn't giving what it needs to give. Where is the break? TG, that is a super chat break. I ain't seen no super chats up in here. That's what it said.
He just want to hear the music.
He just want to dance. Let's see. Mix in some American-born, second-generation African immigrants. Perfect casting because it'll be best of both worlds and it'll be messier. Most definitely, I will be here for that. I'm here for them just exploring different parts of the continent, different nationalities, and really getting into bringing people on. I was hoping that this reunion would really be a big thing and keep the momentum going for the show and the interest, but it was not. But yeah, I will be really interested in them exploring, different parts of the world, bringing people on. We don't always want to see ourselves because this was very interesting, and I think I engaged with this ultimatum more than any of the other. I can't tell you who was there. I ain't gonna never forget none of these people. None of these people, especially Kanye. She left her imprint on me,
on the world, internet imprint.
But y'all, I am going to keep this real short and sweet. We ain't even gonna go to the slides because this wasn't even worth all that. Ashley, you want to tell the people anything you got going on?
You guys, so I will be dropping my Never Ever Met video probably sometime later tonight. I will have an Ultimatum video up, just my quick thoughts and recap. I'm going to splice it together from my short, so that'll be up. And then Monday night we have Saturday, tomorrow, The Shy, episode 11 over at VKJ TV, Monday night final predictions. And Tuesday night we'll be back here, Interview with a Vampire. It's only getting better, so be sure to join us there. But child, that's it, and whatever else I think of this weekend to create.
Everything. Okay.
Yes, come on over if you like horror, if you're watching Interview with the Vampire, if you're watching X-Men, if you are watching Abigail, if you watch Late Night with the Devil, if you need some horror recommendations for some movies, some TV shows, some throwbacks, I got you. I'm about to put out some more underrated and throwback films. So stay tuned. If you need something to watch this weekend and you like horror, come on over.
The ban was finally lifted. I will be dropping my brand spanking new, made for the second time, Bend It Like Beckham review. Y'all will get a real. Don't be over in the comments asking me if I quit, come on over to the lives. Y'all will get a review of Bennett Like Beckham from me this Sunday, finally. Of course, Tuesday we'll be going in on all things Interview with the Vampire. Please watch the show and join in. Even if you're not watching the show, come on over, hit the like button, support us, show some love in the chat, and then you can leave and go. It's okay. Let's see. And I am also planning to go and see Furiosa and have just a Mad Max centered live where we discuss the trilogy as well as Fury Road and maybe what I feel about the Furiosa installment now. So be on the lookout for all those good old things next week. If I can squeeze in yet another review, I will try. But yeah, that's it for me, y'all. But be on the lookout for my video Sunday. Support it since y'all be acting like y'all be looking for me. Here I go. It's mystical. Support the video. Anything else, ladies, before we get on up out of here?
No, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Y'all, good night. We will definitely see y'all Tuesday. Bye, y'all.
Yep. Right here.